If you can continue to see a video on TikTok, 9 times out of 10, it's bullcrap and propaganda that they want to keep going. Yeah, let that float around. It's going to make people think crazy stuff. What is up, what ifers? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I got some of the most craziest, creepiest, and weirdest TikToks that'll make you rethink everything. So you're going to want to stay locked in, because you ain't going to believe this.
Kidding. I'm kidding. What's the on my back? Look at that.
It's in the middle.
Yeah, that is definitely a blue beam projection right there. For those of you who know, you know. In this video, you know that picture's old pictures from the same guy.
Okay.
It's in the middle.
There are not 80-foot waves off the coast of fucking Africa or going across the entire Atlantic Ocean. If this shit was happening, the thousands of boats that pass by this area every single day would have it on film. This is a miscalculation in how these things are measured. Now, people see something that looks semi-official and they believe it immediately. Oh my god, it's the end of times because I saw a video on my For You page. You guys need to use some critical thinking skills. It takes very minimal effort to fact check some of these things. Please just Google them. But some people believed it, and they think that something humongous like this doesn't need to be substantiated with video evidence, which we have in abundance in the modern world. I mean, this would be devastating for global commerce and transport, but no, that would make too much sense if these hundreds and thousands of boats, the whatever 4,500 boats that roughly go under the fucking Cape of Africa every day, you know, those boats wouldn't possibly capture this. This one's official looking enough that you can probably goad some people who believe in like climate change into thinking that this is an effect of climate change, right? TikTok censors everything except the things that probably should be censored. At this point, I need to make a second channel and just fearmonger the fuck out of people just so I can get a bunch of views and money.
That's all I'm saying. I've been saying it for the longest. They only doing it because they know people, like the people that believe that stuff is going to get them paid. I be looking at some of those videos and I know this stuff is put together and them people get like 100,000 views, 60,000 likes, 2,000 comments. But when you do stuff like what I do, which is the truth, then you don't get that. But I'm not shifting from being truthful because I do this because it's just a part of who I am. I'm not finna change up for no money or no views because money ain't an issue. This is not why I do YouTube. I do this stuff because I told you I enjoy it. I enjoy dissecting the fakeness. I love being a healthy skip. Just part of who I am.
A guy, but I had to let a guy perform oral on me.
Yeah.
To get my first special. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh yeah, the classic.
Yeah.
I just assumed this was sort of public knowledge.
People are still like wowed by it.
Now, this type of stuff, y'all, I'm not skeptical about. I am not skeptical about it because Hollywood is weird, okay? Even though I know they trolling, but it's weird nonetheless.
Like
Everyone knows this is what happened.
I thought, yeah.
I had to drink a flagon of seat just to get a commercial agent. Like not even to get, I didn't even book a commercial.
I had a different like commercial initiation. I was like strung, you know, like, but upside down.
Yeah.
And it was a red room. We were always in a red room.
Red room.
Ton of candles, right? And then they just kept, you felt like getting warm. You're like, is the heat on? And they're like, no, there's a fire below you. And you're like, oh shit. And then in the morning, you're like so much sweat pouring off you're naked, right? And then these men come in the room and they touch you. They don't like, for me, it wasn't like, I guess you could say it was sensual. It was more than sensual.
Yeah.
But when I left the room, I had an agent and I got a Sony commercial.
I think this is why you're doing theaters.
Yeah.
You know, because I just drank a flagon and like, you know, I love that I'm doing clubs and stuff, but I feel like I've been invited into the red room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they just trolling.
So I'm sure we all seen this reflection on our phones or cameras when we face it at the sun. All right. So this video was 5 years ago. My buddy, did when he launched a weather balloon up in the stratosphere. This weekend I went to go visit him because he was gonna do it again. He said so. He told me to come through, so I came through, and look what we got when we got back the camera. Look at the sun. Remember the sun, right? That last clip, how it looked. Look at it now. Check this bad boy out. What are those? All
Lens
around that
flares?
sun, right? I'm going to show you guys the reflection because you guys are probably going to be like, oh, it's a reflection from the lens. Yeah. Shut up. But check this out. Hear me out. All right, I think it's coming up. Where did I mark it where I could see it? Damn. Oh, and it's in slow motion because the weather balloon was going crazy spinning. It was mad windy. So right here, this is the reflection. All right, that's the reflection. Right here, it looks like it's attached, literally attached to the sun. Like, talk about blocking the sun. That shit looks legit like it's blocking the sun. Am I right or wrong? Like, they upgraded their fucking sun simulator. Because I remember seeing that shit on my other reflection. But look at this pattern, right? Looks like that tube thing. Oh shit, the next clip, y'all gonna trip out. So check this out. I'm pretty sure once you guys see this, you guys will be convinced that it's a sun simulator. So, look at that little thing I circled, right? Kind of looks like a satellite. Now check this. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that pattern from NASA, right? And look at that, what I circled. What the fuck? That's the same exact thing. That is the sun simulator. They either upgraded it on April 8th and literally, hugging the shit out of that sun. Like, is it good for it? Probably not. How do they do it? I don't know, but I know they did it on April 8th. That's the only way I could fucking think how they did that without us noticing, right? They had to do it on April 8th. That's the whole fucking commotion going on. God damn, dude, that's fucking legit. I think me and my friend really got a video of this sun simulator. I mean, even the sun looks different. It's not even like what it was 5 years ago. That is nuts. What do you guys think? Do you think we caught the real sun simulator and you think it's attached to the sun? Because that looks fucking dangerous. I hope that shit doesn't blow up. I don't know how they did that. Fucking, that pisses me off. Anyways, leave a comment down below.
First off, they do upgrade cameras. They do upgrade lenses. Second of all, amazing. Just amazing.
Here's a new blind item that is allegedly about Drake and all of the predators that he is associated with, and who in the rap industry is getting ready to expose him. Why is the Canadian rapper, Drake, tied to so many people who have been accused of Harvey Weinstein crimes? There is the not nice person, and that is allegedly Baka Not Nice, who intimidated one of his victims into withdrawing her claims. There is the Porta Poppy, and this says gigs here, but the Porta Poppy in the blind items is always Dutchavelli, so I believe that this is Dutchavelli. And there is his former bird boss, Birdman. The butterfly rapper, Kendrick Lamar, knows about it all and is getting ready to expose him. That is why he is scared to respond. And again, this is allegedly Drake, Baka Not Nice, Dutchavelli, Birdman, and Kendrick Lamar. And the related blind item from March 6th reads, the foreign-born rapper Dutchavelli's career was torpedoed when he was caught trying to brainwash school-age children into sleeping with him. Very nasty, but not as nasty as what he lets the sheikhs do to him in Dubai. There are also rumors of animals being involved too. The Canadian rapper with the self-love tape has been spreading the word. And this is allegedly Dutchavelli and Drake. And this other related blind item is from March 15th. The quote-unquote Dutch rapper, Dutchavelli, can thank the Canadian rapper, Drake, for drawing the world's attention to his activities. He badmouths him to anyone who will listen, especially when there are women around. He talks about what the Dutch rapper did to a family in some place called Yalding and how he perforated the father's colon as his children screamed. Wow. He talks about how he uses his dog to lure school-age girls. He talks about how much money he makes in Dubai. He talks about the dogs and how jealous he was when the Canadian rapper collaborated with the middle alphabet rapper, Central C. Search the Dutch rapper's name on Instagram and videos of the middle alphabet rapper will appear. Not an accident or coincidence. The Dutch rapper's evil deeds in the UK have made him some very powerful enemies, and some of them are the Canadian rapper's friends. And again, this is allegedly Dutchavelli, Drake, and Central C.
Wow, it was already, when Kendrick Lamar dropped Meet the Grams, it had already got dark for me. Now it's getting even more dark. Wow. I don't even know what to say, y'all.
I can literally see the heat coming off of it with my phone. Oh my God, Nolan, you can see a flare! I just recorded it. Oh, that's fucking terrifying. Holy shit.
It's not a flare.
What the fuck?
Y'all see that little piece of cloud at the bottom? You can see it right there at the bottom of the sun to the right, right above the twig. And it's attached to that big one. It's just in front of the sun. You just can't see it, but it's coming
I can
past.
literally
it's
see
flowing.
the heat coming off of it with my phone.
It's flowing with all the rest of the clouds. Look at the cloud at the top where it says find related content. It's moving right along with those clouds. I'm constantly rewinding it back so you can see it. Look at that.
I can literally see the
it's not a
heat coming
flare.
off of it with my phone.
Wow, man.
Oh my God, Nolan, you can see a flare! I just recorded it. Oh, that's fucking terrifying.
That's not
Holy
a flare.
Shit.
She said, oh, that's fucking terrifying.
What the fuck?
Looked like they was watching. Looked like they was watching the eclipse, because if you see the flare is crescent. And that's most times how they look when you watching the sun. Well, watching an eclipse with a naked camera lens, and you get that flare. But yeah, no, it's not a sun flare, man. It's a cloud. But I digress.
Flying off. I need you to grab your wallet out of my purse on the bag, please. He's here. Hi.
Hi. What is flying, Mom?
Oh, that's terrible.
I can't believe she thought that was a sun flare.
Am I the only one that thinks Usher looks a bit off? And it's not the black fingernail polish, and it's not the rose dripping blood red droplets from its petals. You look quite serious, but not just that. You have an interesting set. You have an interesting choice of jewelry, Usher. Bedazzled yourself in it. And I love the blood red gemstone underneath the O. That explains it. Hey, Oprah. If none of you are informed of what's going on with Usher and Diddy and Bieber, watch Jaguar Wright's interviews, and they're very informative. But where have I seen this before? Oh, that's right. That's right. I think the Pope has one, as well as many others, and it's quite interesting. Who all owns one or was gifted one? You know what I mean? And I'm starting to feel as if I'm coming down with that new disease,
That's way too black. Either that boy is possessed or those are contacts, because they're wide. And you can kind of see his pupil behind it. So I don't know. What y'all think, man?
disorder where you can see demons and people, because I see nothing there but darkness and black. Your empires are crumbling around you. The world is finding out, and you won't be worshipped for much longer.
So hopefully by now everyone knows there's a sun simulator, but did you guys know there's two? Probably not. So check this out. I knew the James Webb was the telescope or the sun simulator. I just couldn't find it. I mean, I knew where it was, but I wasn't 100% sure that that was it. But I'm now 100% sure that is the James Webb telescope that we're all looking at from the ground. And it's right here. Look at that. You can see the sun is actual a hexagon. And then the triangle shape is like the floor base, the heating shield, right? Right there. Now check this out. I took an image from Google, cut the top, and put the, base floor or floor base on to the sun right there. That's exactly what the James Webb telescope looks like, no? And what I'm circling right now, that's the heating shield that's that everyone thinks that's permanent. It mimics the sun and protects the James Webb telescope, I guess. But look at this. Doesn't that look like the James Webb? You got the hexagon and you got the floor base right there. Triangle. It's actually facing down. There you go. Yep, it's facing down. It looks just like it. I mean, it doesn't look just like it just because, that fucking picture is just a picture, and everything else, like right here, you got the shadows, you got the clouds covering it up, like you got lights over it, so we can't really see a clear image of the James Webb. But I'm pretty sure that's the James Webb. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you guys cannot deny that wasn't the James Webb telescope. It is the sun simulator. By the way, this is the real sun from 5 years ago, before it was attached by all these mechanic instruments that they did now. So remember that, right? There's nothing, and I did the settings so you don't see sun flares, y'all. It's not a sun flare, all right? What y'all seeing right now, right here, boom. This is what I found when I went deep in the internet. This is exactly what's attached to that sun. Look at that satellite. If you open it up, and I have a feeling they open it up and then boom, they attach it from the front and back. That's what you get. Yo, we have a sun simulator and they're using the sun for a weapon system. That has to be it. I mean, you can't tell me otherwise.
That has to be it.
I mean, like, I just proven, you know, we have a sun simulator. I've proven that the James Webb is a sun simulator. Now I got another fucking picture that looks just like what's attached to the sun. Unless someone else has better evidence than I do. We have a sun simulator and there's two. Leave a comment down below.
Amazing. It is really amazing.
I am going to make you a bet that the next time you get a window seat on a plane, you're going to think of this next story, and you're going to think of the guest who is going to talk about this next story. Michelle Reyes was flying over New York City with her daughter, and she was sitting by a window. When she did what a lot of us do, we, take pictures out the window, nice video of the New York skyline. It's an amazing view. But what Michelle did not expect to see was a cylinder-shaped object zipping across her line of sight near LaGuardia Airport. Was it a bug inside the plane, maybe? Well, she played the video back to look, and no, it was not a bug. Whatever it was definitely outside the plane, and it was flying on its own, and it was really, really fast. Michelle Reyes joins me now exclusively, and I want to welcome back Ben Hansen from UFO Witness on Discovery Plus as well. Michelle, thank you so much for being here. First of all, wow, that was pretty alarming stuff. What did you do with the video, and did you reach out to authorities to share it with them?
Thank you for having me. And when I realized that I had something like this on the video, the first thing I did was I emailed the FAA to let them know what I saw, and maybe it was a safety hazard. I reached out to them. Unfortunately, I haven't heard back from them. They didn't acknowledge my email. And then I sent it to Enigma Labs and the National UFO Database.
Of course the FAA didn't respond. How do you think that thing got up there and it's flying around? People will not believe that our G word ain't putting these crafts into the skies. The FAA ain't gonna respond because they already know it's there. The FAA knows everything that goes on in the sky. Trust. When you email them, they were like, yep, it's working, boss. They're noticing. It's gonna be a video about it real soon. Come on now. This is the G word. Our G word we talking about here. The most untrustworthy G word on the planet. But people are quick to say, oh, it's aliens. You really, with all the stuff that's going on in this world, you think they really gonna stop here to see what's going on? No, they too smart for that. They probably said, let's keep going because Earth, you don't want to go there. It looks good, but remember, everything that glitter ain't gold. Why would they want to come here and possibly get caught and get murdered by the Earth's inhabitants? Why would they risk that? Think about it. If all of their ancestors have come here and became science projects, why would they want to come here again? They've learned. They know not to come here, if that really was the case. But hey, I'm just speaking my mind, and I digress.
It's just so real. It screams realness, is what it does. It says, look at how stupid all these people are who don't believe that NASA's telling the truth. Look at this picture. How can you doubt when you see a picture like this? It's just giving realness, And this one, wow, just take a moment. Bow down. Look at that. Gaia. Definitely not CGI. I don't know what else to say. I mean, if you disagree, you obviously weren't Ivy League educated, you know what I mean? Because that is the realest thing that I've ever seen in my life. I think that just kind of, that just closes the door on that conversation. This is obviously real, and this is clearly not CGI, so get a life, touch some grass, you weirdos who think that this is CGI, because it's obviously.
Unfortunately for her, it ain't CGI, because I actually saw it. There was a rare phenomenon a couple of days ago here in Memphis, Tennessee, where we all were able to see the aurora borealis. I had that on my bucket list to go see it, but now I can scratch it off because I saw it. I'll post pictures. I did take pictures, so I'll post the pictures here. So yeah, that being CGI, maybe not. What y'all think though?
We talk about the Northern Lights. This was my house last night. I live in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Way too far south to ever see anything like this. Was I amazed and excited? Yeah. I immediately said, well, seeing the Northern Lights was on my bucket list. I guess I could cross it out, even though it didn't happen quite the way I wanted. But now I don't know if it counts. Stay with me here. It's about to get weird. The lights are visible so far south because of the extreme G5 geomagnetic storm, right? We all know. But then I accidentally stumbled on something else, and now I'm confused and alarmed. Because what is that? HAARP testing? May 8th through 10th, 2024? And then I'm like, okay, maybe that's not real. But the notice they sent out to the amateur radio communities looks pretty real. Then I'm like, hold up. I know it's the Auroral Research Program, but can they really make fake Northern Lights? And the answer to that is yes. Not only yes, but they've already done it a couple of times. Like the last time they did one of these research campaigns in November 2023. Are these fake Northern Lights? Is the government playing with my feelings right now? It's really weird to me too that this started May 8th, and then on May 10th, they're like, oh wow, look at this giant, extreme, really strange solar flare that's gonna show the Northern Lights all over the place, in places they're not supposed to be seen. Did they do something they weren't supposed to do? Or am I just tripping? Please tell me what y'all think. If all this is fake Northern Lights, and I have to mark it back onto my bucket list, I'm going to be very sad and mad and feel very betrayed. You'd think the government could not surprise me anymore, but color me surprised, okay? Let me know what y'all think about this.
You're definitely not tripping, girl, because it's possible. I would believe they did this before I believe CGI, right? Because it happened. I saw it with my own two eyes. How it happened, I don't know. They said it was a super strong solar flare. And I did get an alert on my phone about a solar flare coming through that, and it's supposed to be 5 more days of it coming. I don't really know. But anyway, if HAARP did do this, if RG Word did do this, who cares? It ain't like they just started lying to us. I'm just glad I was able to see something like that, man. I've never saw anything like that in my entire life. It was beautiful. What y'all think? Did any of y'all see it?
Will not come a country that will be like America or take the place of America. When America goes, it is finito, finished. Even China cannot take the place of America. America is so special, but the government of America did not appreciate what God has done for her. God has blessed America with so much, but now they are dealing with Satan, not with God. They are trading with Satan, not with God. When America goes, these shipmasters and all the sailors and all the countries that traded with her, they will say, who is like this great city? No one. This city was so special. This country was so unique. No one will replace it. No one will take its place. No one. And it's true, because it's the word of God.
You know, it's crazy. You can kind of compare America to like the great city of Atlantis, right? And we know that Atlantis is sunk, right? It went underwater, it went under the ocean, but we don't know why it sunk. We know why it sunk, but we don't know why it sunk. But this country is sinking because of our leaders, just like the man said in the video. So what if the reason why Atlantis sunk was because of its leaders? Who knows? But what if?
What just happened on Academic's live stream? Listen, on this video, I'm not going to claim either side to the beef, but this was Academic's face.
Okay, sidebar. These young cats, man, this generation is crazy because Drake got all these kids wearing fingernail polish. You do know you have to go to the ladies section to get this fingernail polish, right? So it makes you think that it's for a man. Y'all are forcing stuff to be for men, and it's really not, okay? But hey, I can't deny or act like that my generation, our generation, weren't lost at one point in our teenage lives. But it wasn't like this. We still had morals and values. We knew that when we did wrong, we knew that we did wrong. And we fixed it and we straightened it up most times. But not this generation. It's crazy. Just a sidebar.
I don't know if I'm even allowed to do this, but I'm dropping the link to the video in the comments. Apparently, it's supposed to be an audio, or maybe he got sent a video of Drake doing things with a dog. I don't know what to say, except you're just gonna have to make your own judgment. The link is in the comments.
Let's go see what he talking about. Okay, I'm guessing this is the audio, that we're just getting the audio, but he's actually, Academic is actually watching a video of Drake doing some vile things, they say, allegedly, to dogs. I hear a dog. It's all alleged. No proof here, so I don't know yet. But what y'all think?
If you remember my previous videos on this beautiful yet mysterious country, Turkmenistan, you should totally go back and check them out. But if you remember, one of the strange things about this country is just how hard it is to vacation there. But here's a video of somebody actually getting to travel there and sharing his unique experiences. Let me know what you think.
This is the strangest country in the world. There are no people around anywhere. The city is full of these crazy lavish monuments. There is no traffic. Malls, hotels are all empty. So the question is, where is everyone? This is the country of Turkmenistan, and after visiting more than 130 countries, this place is unlike anywhere I've ever been. The president requires all buildings and cars to be white. Tourists who do visit are under strict requirements to have a guide with you at all times, and are banned from visiting certain places and cities. Most websites and apps are banned, and Wi-Fi is pretty much non-existent. Every single activity we did, we were the only ones there, including this popular swimming hole and even the famous gas crater. We were the only ones who stayed at this awesome yurt camp. The airport is full of security guards, but for what? It's empty. Restaurants and streets, all the same. There are some camels around though. The locals I did meet were super friendly and welcoming. This place fascinates me and I've loved my time here so far. But the truth is, there's just sort of a weird and eerie feeling you have when visiting here that's hard to explain.
Yeah, maybe it's because they value their peace. I mean, if you on the inside of some place like that and you looking on the outside and seeing the world in chaos, and it hasn't gotten to you yet, you're going to do everything in your power to protect that peace and that harmony. And that's why it's weird to people like us when we go there, because we're so used to chaos and so much going on. And it's really sad when you think about it, because we gotten so far away from peace that we don't even know what it feels like for real. We think sitting in the house and watching Netflix is peace, but it really ain't. Peace is when you're able to go out like this right here and not have to worry about somebody snatching your purse or somebody stealing your car or somebody getting shot or anything like that. That's what peace is. They experience this abundantly every day, and we don't. So that's why it's weird and eerie, because you're so used to something possibly happening, and when nothing happens, it messes your mind up. Is what it is though, right?
Check this video out, guys. Now you know there's something going on with the sun when the elderly are speaking out about this. This lady is speaking on the sun, how she has never seen the sun do what it's doing right now. It looks like the sun is grabbing at something, which means it's pulsating, which we showed y'all that before. But she has been on this earth for almost 80 years and she's never seen the sun do this. And she's also stated that the sun looks different. Like there's a bigger sun and a smaller sun, possibly two suns. Check this out, y'all.
Right there. What's it doing? See, that I look like it's doing it. That's what people say. That's what people are saying. Huh? Yeah, but don't stare at it too long. People say it's flashing too like that. So you've heard that before? Yeah. I've never seen that. And it's your point spot or...
You hear her? There's a spot around the sun. Imagine what she's seen, y'all. Total different sun. She stated that.
Because it was bigger when I looked at it the first time.
You see? Probably another sun, right? The sun changing, right? Sometimes there's a small sun in the sky. Sometimes there's a bigger sun in the sky. And she's talking about that, y'all. Y'all need to listen to the elder when they speak.
Because how long you been looking at it?
I've been looking at it 20 minutes.
No, I mean in your lifetime.
No, I've never done that before like that. Like that. And I just want to open the curtains down there and I can get from it.
New sun vibes, baby.
Like this. Now look at what it's doing. It's just rising, I guess. And something is over it or something, because it ain't keeping still.
Look, y'all hear that? It's not
It
keeping
ain't
still.
keeping still.
That's because they're always chasing the sun with those planes, y'all. They're always trying to put those things in front of the plane. The sun is a sentient being. The sun is a sentient living being. It is conscious. It knows how to move. Y'all ever watch the sun do its thing in the daytime when it's being harassed by those planes? Y'all ever watch that? The sun literally moves from different positions, y'all. It's amazing. And here she is, like, literally telling y'all it's moving. But yes, listen to the elderly when they're speaking, because they have been on this earth for a very long time and they know these changes.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it here. You know what don't make sense about the sun simulator people is that one minute they say that the G word is trying to cover up the sun, and then they say it's a sun simulator. Why in the world would the G word try to cover up something that they created? What are they covering up? They have the power to just cut it on and off, right? Make it make sense. This is why I'm a skeptic, okay? Because I listen to everything and I put things together and it just doesn't make sense. And this is why I said that it all comes back to not making sense. It always does that. But what if the sun that we see is not a sun simulator, but it's actually has gotten to another stage in its explosion form? Because we all know that the sun is a star, right? And a star is an explosion. But because of time dilation, we see it happen slowly, right? So what if we have moved into another stage of the explosion that maybe look like it's pulsating? Now, I have looked at the sun multiple times since everybody's been talking about the sun simulator, and I have seen no pulsating. I have seen nothing. The sun still looks the same that it looked when I was a kid. But I digress on that. But what I'm saying is, what if it's getting bigger? Who knows, man? All I'm saying is that, man, we can't afford to be listening to these TikToks like this and not doing no research and finding out for ourselves, because at the end of the day, it's their word against yours. And if you just listen to everybody, then you're just a follower. Nobody needs to be a follower. Everybody needs to carve and create their own path. And that's whether it's beliefs, content creation, or becoming a millionaire or whatever. Carve your own path. Stop following folks and question everything. Believe nothing. TikTokers, you have to understand, this is their livelihood. So they have to know how to make content. They have to know how to draw you in, and they're good at it. I look at videos on TikTok and the video is clearly a lie, but they got 80,000 likes, 3 million views off some bull crap. And here I am telling the truth, and I'm only getting 2.4K. Which is funny because, like I said, I don't do this for money. I just, money's not the issue. I like to do it. I'm going to rebrand myself as the healthy skeptic. From now on, that's what I'm going to be called, because this is ridiculous. And this is probably why the G word is getting rid of TikTok. Not because they're telling the truth, because I'm going to be honest with you. The truth doesn't even get views like this. So it can't be that. It's all the misinformation that's being spread. Because even if TikTok goes away, you still can get the truth. You don't need TikTok to get it. But they just know everybody's not going to go look for the truth. And like the guy said in the beginning, man, TikTok doesn't ban what they need to ban. They always ban the good stuff, the actual real stuff. But they let the bull crap keep floating around. Think about that. If you can continue to see a video on TikTok, 9 times out of 10, it's bull crap and propaganda that they want to keep going. Yeah, let that float around. It's going to make people think crazy stuff. But they get rid of and shadow ban all the real and truthful things. But I digress. And like I always say, do what you will with that information. And hey, if you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you know when I upload. head over to Instagram, give me a follow over there, head over to the Rumble, because I'm going to drop the link today in this video. And if you will follow me on Rumble, again, continue to put those ones in the chats. And once we get enough people over there, I'm looking for at least 50 followers over there before I actually go live. Okay, I'm dropping the link. Y'all head over there, give me a follow. Also, put some ones in the chat for the people who didn't catch the last video, if you would follow me on Rumble. All right, so look, man, remember, challenge the argument and not the person.